Yo, what's up, guys? So, in today's video, we're going to be testing the new update that came out yesterday. One of the most exciting things in the update that I saw was the new armor property, the blunt damage. Now, this isn't actually a new feature. Blunt damage has always been in the game. They just increased it, somewhat, on some armor. They also added material for each armor, which affects blunt damage. Pack is made out of aramid, which is just synthetic polymer or something like that. Weaved polymer? I don't know. I can't remember what the Wikipedia said. Something like that. And then UN armor's aluminum, and Fort armor's mixed materials. But yeah, we're starting off with the M4 using HP ammo. And yes, I know it's a hollow point round. In my last video, I called FMJ a hollow point. I'm sorry. It was a verbal mistake. I know the difference. But yeah, I was actually making an M4 video the day before this update came out, Nikita. You could text me next time. But I wasted 20 M4s for nothing. But anyways, we just hit 2 full magazines emptied. That's 60 plus rounds. And so I just didn't, find out the kill shot, I guess. I'm so sorry. But what I'm showing you here is the difference. As you can see with the health cam, he's actually taking damage in the old patch. He didn't take any damage in this new version of the patch because I guess because of the material the Fort armor is made out of, the player takes no damage. I've actually seen videos of people getting shot with like heavy armor on, and they don't even seem to like notice they got shot. So I guess with soft armor is really the only time you would get hurt because it's like kind of touching you a little bit. With the plate, it's kind of just bouncing off. But anyways, one very interesting thing I found about this new update is how nerfed 7N1 got. I say 7N1 because SNB performed a lot better, but as you can see, we haven't even gone through. It took 5 shots. You may have noticed on the cam there that he wasn't taking any damage at all. That's because he wasn't taking any damage at all until the one shot went through the Fort armor and one tapped him in the chest. Yeah, last update, it was 2 shots with 7N1, which it didn't make sense to me because 7N1 and SMB had the same time to kill on Fort armor when SMB is an armor-piercing round, so it was like, what's the point of using the armor-piercing round? But they did give the armor-piercing round a purpose because SNB two-shot him. Sorry for the no USEC health cam. Oswaldo, he forgot to hit the record button again. I know. I really need to find someone else to do these videos. But here we are with the USEC cam, and I wanted to redo this for the camera, but it one-shot him with SNB. And for anyone wondering, that is not the armor bug. I checked his durability, and it hit the armor, so that means it hit the armor. When the armor bug happens, it doesn't hit the armor. But yeah, that's a pretty big change to snipers. I guess you're just going to have to use SNB now. But yeah, we're using the BS 545 AK-74 round here. And this is a pretty drastic change also. Last update, it took 2 or 3 shots to go through the Fort armor every single time. This update, it takes 11. And really no noticeable differences in health that I saw. But yeah, I took 11 shots from 3. That's pretty big gameplay difference. I felt that BS was way too overpowered. And I honestly like that it got a nerf. In my opinion, that seems a bit high. Maybe 10. I'm not sure. But now we're using the M4 with M995 ammo. And I'll have a comparison of what the M995 did to Fort after this clip, because you guys haven't seen that. You've seen the AK one though, but it took 9 shots there. And just a spoiler alert, because I don't know what to talk about. In last update, it took 3 shots. Yeah, I wasted 20 M4s. I don't know what to do with the footage, but I guess we could use it as a reference. But yeah, I took 3 shots. I have the little old patch title there, so you know. But yeah, I honestly like those changes because it kind of, I've worn Fort armor a lot, and it's like everyone uses BS or M995. Or not, I guess not everyone uses M995 because it's hard to get, but everyone uses BS, and it would 3-shot Fort armor, and it just felt terrible. But we're onto the Alton helmet here without the visor. And at 2-shot still with the BS, that was the same as last patch. It seemed to do a lot of damage to his head, though, on that first shot. Which, this new update actually added an entire new parameter to the ammo. It's called armor damage ratio. You can see it on the ammo charts. I'll leave a link for it in the description. And every single bullet has a different ratio. SNB seems to have the highest at 58, but I'm just not quite sure what these results mean. Or numbers mean. Not yet, at least. We'll have to do more testing to find out. But as you can see there, that was the UN armor with PS ammo. And I made a video on the UN armor, and one of the controversial things, I guess, was that 7.62 PS one-tapped through it every single time. I've done that test like 6 times by now, and every single time it one-tapped. But now, with both the SP6 and the 7.62 PS, it takes 2 shots, whereas both of them took 1 shot to the chest last update, which I felt was pretty OP. I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty dirty. I don't know, especially the Val. Statistically, it didn't even make sense to me how the Val was one-tapping. It doesn't have that much flesh damage, but now onto the shotguns. And you know, one of the things with this update, because as some of you may know, you can get like 40 hits with a shotgun up close. And I thought this update was going to reduce the amount of hits to armor. People were asking me like on stream, they're like, what's this new armor update? And in my head, I'm like, oh, there's more blunt trauma, so it makes armor weaker. But it seems to have buffed armor in every single way possible, except P.A.K.A. I believe P.A.K.A. took a bit more shots. It took 4 shots with buckshot, and with the slug round it took 2. I haven't done too much testing with the P.A.K.A. I've tested the UN completely. I've tested Fort Armor a lot. I think this is lower. I actually like this result. I kind of hate it when I get like 30 hits with slug rounds. Next clip. Oh, God. But before that next clip, I wanted to show you guys something. This is a 7.62 round against the level 2 armor. And I just don't know if that's very quote-unquote realistic. I feel 7.62 should rip apart a level 2 armor, better so than a slug maybe. It is a hollow point, and I've heard people say hollow point, you know, it doesn't penetrate that good, but it's still 7.62. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. I honestly have no idea. It's kind of hard to find IRL armor tests, but especially on people. But here we are with the level 3 armor, and I'm using slug rounds here, and as you can see, we're at 11 shots already. Now, I don't know if this one's realistic. This vest is made out of aluminum versus the Aramid P.A.K.A. armor. And I believe this new material affects how much damage the player takes per impact. Because soft armor, it's soft armor, right? And then this is made out of aluminum tin cans, apparently. And it took 20 hits. Now, if I was looking at it from a gameplay perspective, without the whole realism, the step below that took 2 hits, and then that one took 20 hits. To me, that's just a little too big of a gap. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they are adding new parameters to the armor system and the ammo. It's in a very weird spot right now, in my opinion, just because of how big the gaps are, and the fact that shotguns with slug rounds seem to be way too weak still. We're at 5 hits already, and just to let you guys know, I'm not going to show you the time to kill on this one because it took an unrealistic amount of kills. I'm going to pause it right here, and I'm going to show you a picture of a real-life fast helmet test. Now, that is 1 slug round, and the bullet went through the helmet, and it barely got caught. Now, the helmet did stop the slug round, but the thing is, in real life, if you were to hit the same spot twice, it's going to go through. Right? This helmet was pretty much completely destroyed from it. But in the game, the game doesn't know if you're hitting the same spot, you know? And for one, even if you weren't hitting the same spot, it'd probably go through at about 2 hits because you're kind of ruining the whole strength of the helmet by shooting it this much. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that. Whoever watches this and claims that 30 slug rounds to a fast helmet's realistic, I got news for you, buddy. It's not. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video. I tried to get it out as quick as possible. The update was only like 14 hours ago or something, so yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. I tested a lot more things. I just got sick of counting past 40. I'm sorry, but the pistols took more shots. Armor just seems to be buffed in general. This new blunt damage thing seems to only affect soft armor like P.A.K.A. The UN vest, couldn't really notice the difference because any rifle rounds kind of just go right through it. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. This wasn't really an armor test, you know, I was just trying to show you the differences from last patch versus this patch. I'll probably have to redo all my armor test videos, but I guess I kind of expected that, right? But anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you did not like it, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and follow me on Twitch. Yeah, free plugs. All right, bye.